Welcome back, YouTube. We're here on Sunday, the 21st, November 2021. So close to 2022. But, let's continue. Okay, we start NWA Power Off with Savio Vega saying, "Let me tell you something right now. The greatest professional wrestler on planet Earth is standing right behind me. Not your cartoon heroes, not your muscle-bound Nepo babies, not your nostalgia-riding part-time legends. Him, Jonathan Gresham. You call him small, that's fine. You call him technical, that's cute. But what you should call him, what you will call him, is the best in the world." See, for too long the company used Jonathan Gresham like a prop. They handed him the spotlight. Then snatched it back the second some next big thing barked a little louder. But now he's got me. And I don't play politics, I play war. Gresham doesn't need anyone's approval. He doesn't need your belts to validate him. He's going to hurt your favorites, expose your champions, and dismantle your system piece by piece. Get used to it. This is the future of the NWA. And the best in the world, he's already here. Jeff Hardy cuts a promo for a 61. And then AJ Styles defeated Edge for a 79. Not bad. We seen Conor McGregor go up against Brock Lesnar, and he defeated Brock Lesnar with the TKO punch for a 77. Chad Gable had a video package, and then the main event got a 79, and Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins. Not bad. Woo. We did use some money, though. 15 in Manitoba. Okay, so we start to show off with Savio Vega coming out and he says, "You people think what happened at Saturday night's main event was chaos? Nah, that was just a prelude. That was just Gresham sending a message. Loud and clear. That is the best in the world, and he ain't here to play games anymore. Braun Breaker, you survived last time. But that survival, that was charity. At Starrcade, there won't be any mercy, no hesitation, no remorse. Gresham is faster than you, smarter than you, and more technical than you could ever dream of being. You're a powerhouse, I'll give you that, but Gresham's a precision weapon. And I'm the one pointing it straight at your spine. So listen real close, tough guy. Jonathan Gresham will walk out of Starrcade the television champion, whether you can stand or not. And if that means that Gresham has to cripple you, break you, paralyze you to get that gold around his waist, then so be it. Because when you chase greatness, there are no rules, just results. And the results are Starrcade is pain. Eli Drake defeated Nick Aldis with the Gravy Train for a 69. Austin Aries and Carly Colon cut promos for a 65. And then Chad Gable had a video package. Braun Breaker actually was facing Jeff Hardy here tonight. And Jonathan Gresham came out of nowhere and clocked Braun Breaker in the head with his own championship title. Robert Roode defeated Conor McGregor with a crossface. 466, that's not bad. Okay. 31 in Chubu, 31 in Kensai, 16 in Shigoku, 16 in Shikoku, and 28 in Kyushu. Okay, so we start to show off with Peyton Price defeating Chelsea Green with... I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to keep this At least where it's not bad. Kurt Angle cut a promo. Samoa Joe cut a promo, and this is actually one of the few shows that Jonathan Gresham and Savio Vega is not on. Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Ethan Carter III. Okay, we continue off with Robert Roode, defeating Eli Drake with a crossface, in which it got a 72, and he makes defense number 5 of the NWA World's Heavyweight title for a 72. And out of nowhere, Cody Rhodes came in and crossroads Robert Roode and grabs a microphone and he says, "Robert Roode, you've been walking around here with a chip on your shoulder and the past wrapped around your neck like a crown. The title you never lost. The respect you think you're owed and the legacy you're desperate to rewrite. You want Kurt Angle, you want the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. You want to walk around like you're still glorious. So, Starrcade, me and you, it's not going to be about your past. It's about your present. And right now, I will be the man who bled for this business, who will carry the NWA on my back when no one else will, who will fight for every inch of credibility that this company has. You say you've never lost that title, right? At Starrcade, you lose the title. 71 in the show increased our popularity in 25 regions. We lost 10 grand actually. 41 in New England, 25 in Hawaii, 17 in Ontario. Not bad. Okay, Brian Pillman Jr. cuts a promo backstage in which the interviewer asks why has he been using very heel-like tactics. Now he is a heel, in which he grabs the microphone and says, "Starrcade, everyone will see my true colors." Griff Garrison defeated John Schuyler and Mike Dalton to be the number one contender for the national title that Samoa Joe is holding. And then Dana Brooke versus Bobby Tyler. Bobby Tyler defeated Dana Brooke by disqualification, in which Dana Brooke says that this is bullcrap. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes defeated AJ Styles for an 81. Not bad. And then he attacks AJ Styles afterwards and steals the Styles Clash and uses it on him. 25. Not bad. Yeah. 3 grand lost. 49 in Mid-Atlantic, 51 in Southeast, 15 in Saskatchewan, and 18 in Tohoku. Tohoku? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Tohoku. Okay, Penta cuts a promo calling out Cody Rhodes in his actions over the last few weeks and says that he will put up the Starrcade appearance for Cody's Starrcade appearance. Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Mike Dalton in a cage match when Brian Pillman Jr. escaped the cage for a 53. Danny Jordan versus Yoshiko. Yoshiko defeated Danny Jordan with a neck hanging buster for a 25. And then AJ Styles defeated Ethan Carter III for a 71. Not bad. And the main event gets a 74, and Cody Rhodes defeated Penta with the Crossroads. And then this is more showing the fact that he wants to attack Penta. He wants to, but is kind of using self-control to keep himself from doing it, so that he can't risk the Starrcade appearance. Okay, Alice Crawley versus Allison Kay versus Dana Brooke versus Marty Bella versus Melina versus Yoshiki versus Rachel Ellering starts off NWA Starrcade, in which Dana Brooke makes defense number 2 of the NWA Women's Television title. The Pope cuts a promo for 46. Chad Gable had a video package. Eric Bischoff comes out and says Cody Rhodes doesn't make the rules around here. Whether he likes it or not, Penta is still on Starrcade tonight. Samoa Joe versus Griff Garrison. Griff Garrison defeated Samoa Joe with the spear to win the NWA National title. Samoa Joe said that he wanted to put Griff Garrison over, and I was like, okay, it's fine with me. Nick Aldis versus Penta. Penta defeated Nick Aldis with a top rope Styles Clash. And then Io Shirai makes defense number 1 of the NWA World Women's title. Jonathan Gresham defeated Braun Breaker to win the NWA World Television title for 53. And then the Von Erichs versus Motor City Machine Guns. The Von Erichs make defense number 5 of the NWA World Tag Team titles. But the main event gets an 81. Ooh, Cody Rhodes wins the NWA World's Heavyweight title. For 52 regions, the show increased. Definitely giving Cody a good thing, and RVD will give him a good thing. Samoa Joe too. Cody Rhodes seemed pleased, RVD seemed pleased, and Samoa Joe seemed pleased. We made 135,000. Okay. 43 in the Great Lakes, 50 in Mid-Atlantic, 45 in Mid-South, 45 in Midwest, 42 in New England, 45 in Northwest, 49 in Southwest, 45 in Tri-State, 27 in Puerto Rico, 26 in Hawaii, 16 in Quebec, 18 in Alberta, 16 in Manitoba, 18 in British Columbia, 15 in Hokkaido. Okay. Starrcade drew 3,964 fans. The show has been said to be awesome. I'm glad. Technically speaking, we could, maybe. You know what? We'll shoot. Okay. So, that will be next episode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. But the most important of all, though, share it with your dog.